Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Rangers today is John Butcher, whose record is 2-0 with a 3.21 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dan Petry, whose record is 4-2 with a 3.16 ERA. Okay, we had a nice victory yesterday, extending our winning streak to 5 games. And we have an opportunity to sweep the series against the Rangers at home here. But before we get to today's game, I just want to offer some sad news that you may have heard if you're a baseball fan. One of our Tigers' own players passed away on Friday of last week, but it was announced late last night that Johnny Walkenfuss passed away. He was 73 years old, and Johnny Walkenfuss was one of my favorite. If you follow this series, you know I love names, you know I love nicknames, and Johnny Walkenfuss was a Tiger that even when I was just a little kid, I loved his name, and he was one of those players for the Tigers that Sparky loved because you could play him anywhere. We had Lance Parrish, we had Milt May, and there wasn't a lot of catching time for Johnny Walkenfuss. So Sparky put Johnny Walkenfuss at first and right field, trying to find him some PT because he did have a good bat and he could take a walk. And he gave the Tigers a lot of good years. I mentioned in yesterday's game when I was talking about Glenn Wilson getting 100 RBIs after we traded him to Philadelphia, and in return we got Dave Bergman and Willie Hernandez. But what I didn't mention is John Walkenfuss was the other piece of that puzzle that Detroit offered to Philadelphia for those two integral players that for our World Series team in '84, and the Tigers didn't want to get rid of John Walkenfuss, but the Phillies were rebuilding. Darren Dalton was still a few years away from being their catcher, and so he went there and caught until his knees really kind of gave out. He wanted a new deal in 1989 from the Phillies, and they wouldn't give him one, so he took a year off and then came back and tried to play for the Tigers again in 1990. But at that point, he was, just a shell of himself. So I just wanted to give a little shout out there to Johnny Walkenfuss, one of my favorite Tigers players from my childhood. I mean, like we're talking 7, 8, 9 years old. When I was just a little kid, I loved getting his baseball cards. So starting out on a bad note, and then on a separate bad note, I did do a baseball card video day today. I did a 2022 Fairfield Collector's Edge baseball, and for some reason, there's something wrong with the audio. I don't know exactly what it is. It's very faint. You could crank it up. Maybe you could turn on the closed caption. I don't know if the closed caption recognized any of the words that came out of my mouth, but if not, then I apologize. At least you can look at the pretty pictures, and it's always fun to look back on some of those old cards. Okay, let's move on to today's game. We have Game 3 against the Rangers. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We've got Dan Petry on the mound. The current Rangers lineup only has 13 plate appearances against him, so not a lot to go on there. Roy Thomas and George Capizzello both will not be available today. Jack Morris has a minor injury. You see there, he's out for 3 days. He won't miss a start. Maybe that's why he's been terrible in his last 3 starts. He had a little nagging injury there. Here's our lineup today. Trammell listed as tired. We took him out. We've got Doug Baker in there at short. Also, George Brett is listed as tired today, but we're going to let him play. We'll give him tomorrow off when we get there. So, okay, Here we go. Let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Texas Rangers. Again, a different lineup today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Rodney Scott. Batting second, playing shortstop is Odie Davis. Batting third in right field is Mel Hall. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Pete O'Brien. Batting fifth in left field is Tom Dunbar. Batting sixth and DHing is Otto Velez. Batting seventh and catching is Greg Mahlberg. Batting eighth at third base is Tucker Ashford. And batting ninth in center field is Billy Sample. So no bump wills today. All right, let's take a look at Dan Petry. Petry making his 10th start on the season. 4-2 with a 3.16 ERA. 32 Ks in 57 innings pitched. Opponents are only batting 173 against him this year. He does have a complete game. You pretty much know the rest. Overall rated a 90. The 24-year-old righty goes to free agency in 86. Taking a look at his log. Coming off a victory against the Angels, going 5 2/3, giving up only one earned run and only 3 hits. So he is keeping the opponents, to no more than 7 hits. And that was back on July 30th against Toronto, at Toronto, which is a hitter's ballpark. Okay, let's take a look at the Tigers defense today. We got Doug Baker out there at short. Parrish behind the plate. Second game in a row. We're going to give him another shot. And we've got switch hitter Rodney Scott leading off. 282 hitter. No dong. And he strikes him out. I love it when our starters come out throwing strikes. One down. Here is Odie Davis. Davis looping it in right center field. Can Wilson get over there and make a catch? It falls in. And Davis has a single. I think we might see him going here with Mel Hall at the plate. Hall batting 163. They have 2 hitters that are sub 200. Davis on first. Here's Hall popping it up right on the chalk on the third baseline there. Caught by Brett, it looks like. So 2 down. We're going to guard the lines here with Pete O'Brien. That might make it a little easier for Davis to steal second if he's going. And a base hit up the middle. If we had maybe stayed in double play depth, even though it wasn't a double play, we might have made that. But we have 2 down, runners at first and second. And Tom Dunbar up. Dunbar 198, 5 home runs, and a base at the center. Oh man, I feel like we blew that one. So things started out pretty good with that strikeout, and it's gone downhill since then. Here's Otto Velez. He had a home run in yesterday's game, his 9th on the season, and Petry strikes him out looking. He gives up 3 hits and a run. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Whitaker. Batting second, playing first base is Greg Brock. Batting third and DHing is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup, playing third base is George Brett. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting seventh in center field is Kevin Bass. Batting eighth and catching is Lance Parrish. And batting ninth at shortstop is Dougie Baker. Okay, let's take a look at the Texas pitchers. John Butcher making his 3rd start of the season, 2-0 with a 3.21 ERA. Pretty solid there. Taking a look at what he did in real life in 1983. 6 with a 3.51 ERA for the Rangers. The previous year he was a starter, and in 83 he did begin the year as a starter. He did throw a complete game shutout, but was mostly ineffective. They put him in the bullpen, and he became their closer, getting 5 saves toward the end of the year. I should also mention, I don't think I did this earlier, but the Rangers led the American League in ERA in 1983 in real life with a 3.31 team ERA. And as you can see with Butcher's 3.51 ERA, he contributed to keeping it that low. So, okay, so there's John Butcher. Not a lot to go on there. He's only had 3 career starts. So, take a look at the defense for the Rangers. Billy Sample out there in center field. A poor center fielder. Everywhere else in the infield looks pretty solid. Okay, here's Sweet Lou leading off against John Butcher, and he walks. So we've got the leadoff man on. We're going to let Brock swing away. Our offense has certainly picked it up during this 5-game winning streak, so I think we need to kind of let the dogs eat here as Whitaker stays at first on the pop-up. There's 1 out. Here's Mickey Hatcher. Ground ball to third. That should be 2. It is. Okay, so the leadoff man is erased pretty quickly. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. Here is Greg Mahlberg leading off against Dan Petry. Slices it to right field. 1 down as Wilson makes the catch. Here's Tucker Ashford. Ashford strikes out. Must have just cut right there in the top corner. 3rd K for Petry. 2 down for Billy Sample and a ground ball to first. And that will do it. So a nice 1-2-3 inning. Good bounce back inning for Petry. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. We got George Brett due up, followed by Gibson and Wilson. Brett flips it to the left. Plays made by Dunbar. 1 out. Next man up is Kirk Gibson. Slow roller to 2nd. 2 down. Here's yesterday's hero, Glenn Wilson. Had another 4 RBI yesterday. And he walks. 2nd walk issued by Butcher. Get a nice little 2-out rally going here. We got Wilson on first. Here's Kevin Bass. Bass had a big double yesterday. Slow roller to 3rd, and Ashford. Oh, he boots it. He throws it away. He actually throws it away. Bass goes to 2nd. Wilson is held up at 3rd. And big wheel Lance Parrish has a chance here to give us the lead with a base hit. 2-0 count, and he nubs it right back to Butcher. So we leave 2 runners stranded. We go to the top of the 3rd. And it's the top of the lineup with Rodney Scott. Struck out the first time up, and he walks here. So we got a speedster on first with Odie Davis. We're going to pull 3rd base in case Davis wants to lay down a bunt. He's got a 91 bunt rating. He pops it up right near 2nd base. And Baker makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Mel Hall. I still think Scott's going to be going here sooner or later. A ground ball to 3rd. And the Tigers turn 2, a 5-4-3 double play. They go around the horn, go to the bottom of the 3rd, with Doug Baker leading off. Baker had a good game yesterday. He had a bunt hit, a sacrifice, and he pops up to 3rd to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. There's 1 down. We haven't even got a hit yet off John Butcher. There we go. As Whitaker hits it all the way to the wall. We got 2. We're going for 3. And Whitaker has himself a triple. That is Whitaker's 4th triple on the season. Look at that. He's got a career-high OPS, 786 right now. He should be our team MVP, the way things are going. Okay, we've got Greg Brock up. He's batting .324 versus righties. The very least he should be able to do is get us a sac fly. Anywhere in the outfield scores a run. Texas is pulling the infield in, even though it's only the 3rd inning. Oh, they walk him. They want the double play. That makes total sense. Why would you pull the infield in, though, if you're going to intentionally walk? I mean, that wasn't intentional. That was a 6-pitch at bat. So, okay, we're going to hit and run with our best hit and runner. That is Mickey Hatcher. Ground ball will definitely score a run. There we go. Base hit up the middle. Whitaker scores. Brock holds at second. And it's all tied at 1. Great job there by Hatcher. First and second, 1 out. Here's George Brett. Again, he's listed as tired today. Oh, a ground ball that gets past Ashford. Brock scores from second. That'll give us the lead. An RBI for Brett. Ashford having a terrible game at third. Already committed a big error and missed that slow roller. All right, still only 1 out. First and second. Here's Gibby. Gibby slams it to left on a line. We're going to hold Hatcher. I don't think Dunbar has a bad arm, but you don't want the third out at third. And we've got our best RBI guy up right now in Glenn Wilson. So let's see if Big Willie can come through for us. A balk. Okay. Is there like a balk a game right now? Did you guys see the Dylan Cease intentional balk? Let's see Clay get that in the game. He just dropped the ball on purpose to get the base runner from second to third so he couldn't steal the signs. I thought that was really interesting. Here we go, 1-0 count. And a ground ball to third. Ashford fields this one and tosses him out. We go to the top of the fourth. Tigers get the lead with 2 runs. It's 2-1 as Pete O'Brien steps in. Petry's at 54 pitches now as O'Brien grounds it to second. There's 1 out. Next man up is Tom Dunbar. And he walks. 2 walks for Petry. His control has really improved. If you take a look at his stats here, everything's above 80. This guy should be one of the better pitchers in the game. All right, here's Otto the Swatto. Oh, there's the stolen base as Dunbar moves into position. That's his 11th stolen base on the year. And that's the tying run now at second. We're going to play straight away here. Have Petry go after... all right. Well, okay, that's going to bring up the catcher. This is definitely a double play situation here. Mahlberg, a 201 hitter versus righties. Okay. Come on, man. This is fucking ridiculous. We're going to pull the infield in. I don't think it's going to make a difference here. Ground ball to third. And a double play. Oh, my God. A 5-2-3 double play. That is the hard way, folks. And Petry looks terrible right now. He's given up 4 walks and 3 hits. And somehow, Tigers are up 2-1. Bass sends it into the gap in right center field. Looks like he's coming around. We're definitely going for 3. And Bass has himself a triple. The Tigers' second triple today. And his second on the season. So that little stint down in AAA looks like straightened him out. All right, here's Big Will. Lance Parrish, let's have him get us a sac fly here. A looper to left. I don't think that's going to get it done. 60%, we're going to send him out at home. That might be a momentum changer. And a ground ball from Baker. Well, maybe a little too aggressive. We go to the top of the 5th. Maybe I should have been more patient the way Petry's pitching. We'll see if we can't get him one more inning before these lefties come up, but the way things are going, it does not look good. Here's a 3-2 count. Oh, he strikes him out. All right. Striking out Billy Sample. 1 down. Rodney Scott up next with a ground ball right back to Petry. Underhands it to first, and that makes it the second out of the inning. Leaving it up to Odie Davis to get something going. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. All right. I should just yank him here, shouldn't I? I always leave him in one pitch too far, but we'll see. A ground ball into the hole. It's short. Trammell throws him out. Okay, so we got Petry through 5. I think that's the most we can hope for. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Here is Sweet Lou leading off. Tigers need to add to their lead here as Whitaker pops it up on the infield. 1 out. Next man up is Greg Brock. Base hit to center field. Good job by the Brockness monster. Do we want to go for 2? We do not. We're going to hit and run. Stay out of the double play. A couple slow base runners. Wow, low and outside, and Brock steals a bag. The second of the season, 5th of his career, and Brock is in scoring position for Hatcher. Hatcher's got a 1-0 count. Here we go. See if we can't get Brock in. A line drive to right. That'll get Brock over. And leave it up to George Brett to drive him in. Brett's combined average is right below 300 with 14 total home runs. And a ground ball base hit just past the second baseman. And it's 3-1 Detroit. Brett has been so clutch. 2 down. Here's Gibby. Brett's on first. Oh, Gibby goes deep. A 2-run shot to right field. Gibson's 15th home run. It's 5-1 Detroit. You just had to hang on long enough to get a hold of John Butcher. Even Glenn Wilson's got a hit. There we go. It's 8 hits for the Tigers. 2-out rally continues. Butcher's only at 80 pitches, though. Oh, Kevin Bass goes deep. Wow, we have hung a 5 spot on and chased him from the ball game. They're going to bring in Charlie Huff, who was actually the staff ace in 1983 in real life. Here he's relegated to a relief role, long relief. It's his 9th appearance this season. He's 1-0 with a 1.93 ERA, 15 Ks in 18 and 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents batting 212. He's got a knuckleball, so you're not going to see a fastball from him. The knuckler is his go-to pitch. Overall rated an 82. The 35-year-old righty goes to free agency next year, and he was still pitching in 1993. He was the opening day pitcher for the inaugural Florida Marlins. So another 10 years to go for Charlie Huff's knuckler. And Lance Parrish gets to face him first here. Oh, he left that one up. And Parrish just misses it as he flies out to left center field. So the Tigers put 5 on the board. I guess we let Peaches pitch another inning here. 2 lefties, though. This is the tough part. Ground ball to second. Whitaker. There's 1 out. Next man up is Tom Dunbar. He's 1 for 1 today with a walk. Deep fly ball to center field. Bass is going to hurry back to catch that one. 386 feet. 2 down. A nice 1-2-3 inning would be awesome here. And he walks. He walks Otto the Swatto. 2 outs. Runner on first. This is the last batter. He's approaching 100 pitches. And he's got 5 walks today. So I think we've stretched him as far as we can go. There's a ground ball to third. Everybody's slow. And that's an easy out. So 6 innings is all we're going to ask of Petry today. Not a bad performance overall, despite giving up that run in the first and the 5 walks to go with the 4 hits. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Doug Baker. Let's take a look at the in-game stats here before we go on. Yeah. Player of the game so far, it's got to be Brett. He's 2 for 3. Oh, actually, Bass, 2 for 3 with a home run. So it could be Bass as well. Okay, here's Doug Baker leading off against Charlie Huff. Has Baker ever seen a knuckleball before? I don't know. As he scoots it through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Good job by Baker. He's now 1 for 3 on the day. Runner on first. Here's Sweet Lou. Lou's 1 for 2. Oh, there's a grounder to short and a double play. A lot of double plays in this game. 2 down, and Brock strikes out looking. We go to the top of the 7th. 99 pitches for Petry. That'll do it. His average ERA goes down to 300. Something's wrong with my brain today. I'm just not getting the words out right. But Dan Petry, ERA's at 3. We're up 6. We're bringing Tom Filer. He's our long relief guy. I mean, not a bad season overall if you take a look at everything. More walks and strikeouts. That always annoys me. Looking at his log, he's given up a run in 4 straight games. That's not good, kids. But we ask him to do a lot here, so we're going to bring him into the ball game and go after the bottom of the lineup, starting with Tucker Ashford. Ashford pulls it into left center field, caught by Gibby. I feel like this is a different team without Bump Wills in it. He's probably their best hitter, even though they always bat him 8th or 9th. Billy Sample gets a base hit. He's 1 for 3 on the day. So runner on first, 1 down. Here is Rodney Scott. We're going to pull the outfield in. Scott's got no power. And he pulls it to right, and it falls in for a hit. Unbelievable. So, yeah, the game is going to bring it to the lefties. There's no chance at a double play here. So it's going to force me to bring in a left-hander. Yep. All right, so Filer gives up another run. It's 7-2. And it is time to bring in the creeper, Paul Gibson. 20th appearance. Take a look at the numbers here. Not too shabby. That 286 opponent's batting average, I don't enjoy. Fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. Overall, he is rated an 85. The 23-year-old lefty goes to arbitration in 1986. So he's got 3 lefties coming up, starting with Mel Hall. And we're going to play straight away here. Actually, we're going to pull first base in, bring Brock in a little bit. Ground ball to first will hold the runners, otherwise I guess we give up a run. There's a ground ball to second. Oh, come on. Oh, we're in trouble now. That was a ground ball that went right through Whitaker. Now we're in real trouble. Yeah, there's nothing we're going to be able to do now. I guess we just got to play it out. Yep, there's the walk. There's a ground ball to third. And a double play. That's all you can do in those situations. You just have to let it happen. When there's a single, a double, a single, a walk, a double play. I mean, what else can you do? You just have to let it go. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers are still up 4. You know they're going to score at least one more time to force us into a save situation. Here's Sticky Mickey. Oh, thank you, Mickey. Get us one of those runs back. The 3rd Tigers home run today. That is Hatcher's 13th home run, 70th RBI in the season. A really solid year from Hatcher. He just watched us give money to Gibson and to Petry. He's like, where's mine? He was our team MVP last year. We're gonna lowball him in arbitration is what we're gonna do. Here's George Brett. Brett strikes out. 1 down. Next man up is Gibby. Gibby strikes out. All knucklers. Let's see if Wilson can handle the knuckleball. Oh, he flips it down the right field line. See, that's what you do. You go with it. Oh, did we get... No, I guess we're not getting 2 out of that. Just a single. That was a slider. What's the theory for knuckleballs? Let it fly if it's high. Let it go if it's low. I believe it's something to that effect. Oh! Kevin Bass did not let it go. That is a 2-run home run. A double dong day for Kevin Bass. His 8th on the season. His batting average and on-base percentage is much lower than last year, but his slugging percentage has gone up quite a bit. So Bass is just starting to come around. Nicely done. He's easily our player of the game, as now every Tiger has a base hit as Parrish goes up the middle. 14 Tigers hits. We really got off the schneid as a team these last 6 ball games as Doug Baker pops it up on the infield. And that will do it. We're going to the 8th inning. We're bringing in Dave Smith, another pitcher who's had some struggles this year. Finally got his ERA back under 4. All the other periphery numbers are not bad. 42 Ks in 49 2/3 innings. A respectable 263 batting average against. So we feel pretty good about Dave Smith. He may be our closer next year, as both Weaver and Smith, I should say, go to arbitration. We can't pay all these guys. We're going to lowball all of them. And there's a base hit for Velez. Runner on first. Leadoff man is on. Greg Mahlberg, next man up. Ground ball to third. That's around the horn double play. I think, what is that, 6 double plays total between the two teams? I think there's more double plays in this game than strikeouts. As Ashford grounds out to short. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We got Lou leading off. Lou, Brock, and Hatcher. Not Lou Brock, the base stealer. Sweet Lou, the Brock Nest monster. Lou grounds out. Oh, Brock cannot handle the knuckler. You got to give Charlie Huff some credit, though. He's gone 3. Helping out the team. As Mickey Hatcher gets an infield single. He's a 3 for 5. You know you're having a good day when Mickey Hatcher gets an infield single. Runner on first. Here's George Brett, and he strikes out on the corner with that knuckleball. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. What do we got here? Yeah, we're going to leave Dave Smith in there to finish out this ball game. Not a save opportunity, obviously. As Sample strikes out, there's 1 down here in the 9th. First K for Smith. Next man up is Rodney Scott, and he lines it right at Baker, who makes the catch. We're down to our final out. It's Odie Davis. Davis having a good day, 3 for 4 with an RBI. I believe he's got a stolen base. And a ground ball to Lou, and the Tigers win 10-3. Handshakes, butt snaps, slap mistakes. Tigers have won 6 in a row. I don't know what to say about that. We're almost at 20 games over 500. I have a feeling that we're going to be in trouble down the stretch, but I don't know. Maybe this is where we take off again. Let's take a look at the standings. We got to play the Mariners next. That's going to be really tough at the Kingdom. We have jumped into second place. Still 5 games back of the Yankees. And keep in mind, there's no wild card in 1983. It's just the division winners, as Oakland has a half-game lead in the West. We take a look at the National League. Everything stays the same. Nope, I take that back. Los Angeles jumps ahead, jumps into first place, tie with Atlanta as they win. Atlanta and Cincinnati lose. So does San Diego. They're still in it, technically. Take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. 3-2 squeaker unseats Seattle. Good alliteration there from James. Scott Sanderson gave up 2 earned runs on 5 hits. No walks. Seattle's offense got a little help from Dave Stapleton, who could score or drive in any runners. He's 0 for his last 16. Youch. Seattle's offense got no help. Well, I would agree. I would think Dave Stapleton was also no help. Harold Reynolds did jack shit. Tom Dodd, who's in there at third as a replacement, he was hitless. Okay. Win over Baltimore puts Oakland in the lead. There's Shotzi. Oakland's number 5 hitter, Mickey Tettleton, had 2 hits and 3 walks, a double, a home run. So that's good. He's finally getting his batting average up. Maybe he's at around 175 now. Scott McGregor. Scott McGregor? Well, yeah, he was in the minor leagues. He must have got called up due to an injury. Shooty Babbitt went 4 for 5. He might be he could be an outside dark horse MVP candidate. He's crushing it. And Tony Brewer, 2 for 5. Okay. Wow, another one. Tabler goes 5 for 5. Chicago beat Pittsburgh, so he's on the Cubbies, obviously. Saw the ball well. 5 for 5, 2 runs, 3 RBI. Steve Engel had a solid 7 innings. And there we go. Kevin Bass belts 2 and a 10-3 trouncing. 3 for 4, a triple, 2 home runs, 2 runs scored, 4 ribby. He's our MVP of the game. George Brett had a good game, 2 for 5. Glenn Wilson, 2 for 3, and he walked. Solid performance all around by the Tigers. Transactions. The only thing of note, it appears, is someone named Rich Childs, retired at age 33 from Pittsburgh. He played for Houston, the Mets, and you see a Minnesota baseball card here. So that means he was out of baseball by 1979. Yeah, this 1978 season created that baseball card, and he never played again. Except for in our sim, where he got another 9 at-bats. All right, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe. I'm going to put the baseball card video right here in the little box at the end if you want to jump on that and watch the one from today. Again, the audio is super faint, but there's a lot of pretty pictures and bright colors, and you can make up your own text if you like. Pretend you're me. Dan Petry gets the win. He's 5-2. An okay performance. Those walks were not great, though, as he walked 5, struck out 4. Tom Filer, a rough go of it. We might have maxed him out. He's coming up on a career-high innings pitched. I'm not too worried about that, though, because September call-ups are coming, and all these relievers will get sorted, and they probably won't pitch as much. Mickey Hatcher, wow, 2 RBI for Hatcher, Brett, and Gibby. That's what you want from 3, 4, and 5. And then we have Kevin Bass stepping up out of nowhere. And Greg Brock with his stolen base unexpectedly. 4 home runs, 6 extra base hits in total. Good game all the way around. This is a team we should have crushed, and we did. And that's always a good thing. Okay, we're going to come back tomorrow with game 1 of a 3-game series at the Kingdom. It's going to be a tough one. Until then, everyone, have a great night.